guys, welcome back to the channel. It is Saturday, currently 11:55 in the morning. Now I took a few days off. I'm back, I feel good, and you know what, today is already starting to test me. Okay, so far we got online about 11:30, right? Didn't really get anything good. Then I got this order here from Potbelly, right? I was like, okay, we can do this. It's a good order. I walk in, there is just a manager, not a single other worker. And it was a huge line. She goes, it's gonna be a minute. I'm like, no problem. So I unassign, right? Go back to my car. Then I get this order here for ginger ramen. I'm like, that's a pretty good order. Let's take that. I get there. The girl goes, oh, it's being worked on. It's gonna be a few more minutes. I'm like, cool, no problem. So I stand to the side. Maybe like 2 minutes later, the manager comes out. Hey, we don't have any orders. So I was like, so did she just make that up or what's up? She was like, yeah, I mean, we don't have any orders. Can I see the orders? So I showed her my phone. And he goes, yeah, we don't have it. You know, he didn't say like, oh, we're gonna make it, it'll be a few minutes. He just said we don't have it. And I was like, oh, okay, I'll just cancel. I'll unassign it or whatever. He was like, oh yeah, can you cancel? And I'm like, no. I told him, I was like, I'm unassigning. Somebody else is gonna come by for it, and you know, try to get it. And as soon as I unassigned the order, I got bombarded with 2 or 3 more orders from the same restaurant, even though according to them, they don't have anything on their tablets. So I was like, what is going on? Is this like DoorDash's way of telling me, hey, take more days off? What are you doing back so soon? You know, I was like, what is going on? You know, so I was like, the next order we get, we're gonna take it if it's from a decent, you know, restaurant or whatever. So we got this one right here from Nando's. It has a $9.25 payout. I think it's like almost 6 miles. Honestly, I don't even care. I just want to do an order. So I walk in there and they're like, oh, it's not ready. It's gonna be a few more minutes. And I was like, oh, please, not again. You know, not again. But luckily, it was just a few more minutes. Now we have the food. Now we're back on the road. We're about 5-6 minutes away. So it's just been one of those days. I mean, for a goal today, let's just do 150. I mean, I'm starting late. It looks like it's gonna be kind of slow. And honestly, I just wanna get back in the groove of things, you know. And again, I want to thank every single one of you guys that has been, you know, putting comments, you know, keeping me and my family, you guys' prayers. You guys are amazing. Like I was speechless. Like honestly, I thought, you know, maybe a few people that I know always comment on my videos, but then all these people that I probably have never commented before, just sharing stories about their own, you know, not issues but struggles, maybe when you lose someone, stuff like that, or you know what they did to help them out. And I'm like, all this like good vibes and positive energy. So thank you guys so much. Alrighty guys, we got the order dropped off. It stayed at $9.25. And correct me if I'm wrong, but I thought if you drove more than 5 miles, the base pay would increase, right? So I'm pretty sure the base pay stayed at $2.25 here for a 5.5 delivery, you know, miles. Or maybe I'm wrong, I don't know. I really don't really trust DoorDash when it comes to like the whole like, oh, we're gonna pay you this or whatever. And then speaking of DoorDash and being trusting, I got this email saying, you know, oh, this is what we estimate your mileage to be, you know, your in mileage delivery, your total mileage delivery or whatever. And I'm not gonna lie, I don't trust it. I think when I compared it to my other tracking that I use, my other apps, I think it's off by a couple thousand miles. It's not off by a lot, but I think it's still significant, you know, like it's not like it's accurate, you know. So I think it's kind of dangerous for DoorDash to just, you know, give that out. I feel like a lot of dashers that are maybe new or are not tracking their miles are going to be like super trusting and be like, oh yeah, DoorDash has my back. I'm pretty sure this is accurate. Let me do my taxes with this. When I feel like, I'm not saying it's not entirely inaccurate, but I don't think it's 100% accurate either, if that makes any sense. So if you guys are not tracking your miles, please track your miles. There are so many apps. I know there's like Everlands. I use Gridwise. What's the other one I used to use? I can't remember the one I used to use in the past. With the driver utility app, they also track your miles. There's so many miles. There's so many apps out there. Like it's almost like, I don't understand how you wouldn't track your miles or why you wouldn't track your miles. You know, maybe at the beginning you didn't know, but I'm pretty sure now you know. So track your miles. I've not done my taxes yet. I'm probably gonna be procrastinating until the last minute and then do them. But or maybe I will do them early. I don't know. I've never done them early ever. So, you know, but definitely gotta do them taxes for sure. Last year I ended up owing just a little bit. It wasn't a whole lot. So always put money aside for taxes. Again, not real tax advice here. It's just my own experiences, and I'm just telling you what I do. And I don't really trust like TurboTax or any of those like what's it called? Not like apps, but like, you know, like the ones that you do yourself online, I rather go to a human. I have a human that does my taxes. You know, I feel like that way it's just, ooh, look at this. Do we want to take this? 7 items, 13 miles, 2 orders from PetSmart, $22.69 for the. I love how it says two items, and then when I look at the breakdown, one order has like a bunch of items. Yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and decline it. I haven't done PetSmart in a while, but every time I do them, it's always a bad experience. And today's just one of those days where I just wanna, you know, I just wanna like not like chill, but like I just wanna have a good shift. You know, I wanna take the orders that I wanna take, so I'm gonna go ahead and decline all the crappy ones, or simply the ones that I don't wanna do. You know, it is what it is. So hopefully we get one soon, and we'll see you guys on the next one. Guys, we just picked up our next order here from Pollo, Peru, $6.25. I think it's like less than 3 miles. I'm basically going back to the same place where I was just at. So a lot of the miles are from me to the restaurant, right? So when I was heading there, I got this stack offer here from Willer's Barbecue, showing I think like a $12 payout, 7 miles, but it's going. This is what, you know, I like to say. Not all miles are created equal, because it's going all the way up. I mean, like all the way up, like Potomac Run or whatever. And it's not that it's, you know, out of my area or whatever, but it's just so far, you know. And then the drive back would also kind of suck. I mean, it might have been a banger. I don't know. I tried to look at the items, but I couldn't because I was still on, you know, my first delivery. So maybe I missed out on a banger. I really don't know. But I just didn't feel like driving that far. Anyway, so when I get to the Pollo, Peru, right, because we just picked it up, they're like, oh man, you got really lucky, it's a big order. I'm like, big order? Like, I didn't even look at the items. I just saw $6.25. The mileage was cool. But it's a group meal for 4. It's like almost like an $80 subtotal. So hey, maybe we have a little banger here. But regardless, I mean, I picked it up at face value, $6.25. The miles made sense, you know. So hey, it is what it is. Currently 12:30. So yeah, we're not doing so hot in like the fact that we started at 11:30 and we only have 9:25 technically in the bag. But you know, it is what it is. I mean, you guys have been here for it. I had a weird start. Like how often does it happen that both merchants that I go to don't have the food? Well, one had a reason. Like Potbelly, like the manager, she was by herself. You know, I get that, and she had a lot of people inside. But the other place, I feel like they didn't even care. They're like, yeah, we don't have it, whatever. So I don't know. Guys, we got the order dropped off, and you know what? The guys at the Pollo Peru hyped me up because I had no idea. I wasn't expecting anything big. But once they said, hey man, the order is huge, you know, good luck, I was like, yeah, you know, yeah, let's get it. And then I drop it off and it's like $7.75. Had they not said anything, I wouldn't even have thought about it, you know. Like, oh, this is a great order. It went up $1.50 or whatever, you know. But hey, that's fine. We're sitting at $17, currently $12.30. If I haven't said it already, the goal is going to be $1.50 today. Nothing crazy, just, you know, something decent. I think $1.50 is pretty reasonable considering we had a late start, and on top of that, a bunch of other random issues. You know, so we're making our way back to the town center, and then we'll see you guys on the next one. Guys, we're still making our way back to the town center, and I just passed the Exxon that I usually fill up if I'm in between dashes. Typically, I either go to Wawa near my work, or there's a Sheetz. Gas is probably cheaper there, you know. But if I'm, you know, mid-dash and I need some gas, I'll go to the Exxon right here, use, you know, the Upside app and all that stuff. And I just drove past it, and it's $4.19. I swear it was $3.75 like 4 days ago. So sheesh, basically. So now I'm definitely gonna have to be mindful of the orders that I take. Not necessarily because of the, you know, because of the gas, but it's like, you know, if I don't need to drive that far for only a couple of dollars, then I'm not gonna do it, you know. But we'll see. We'll see what we do. But I'm just, it's going up way too much, way too fast, you know. So I'm sure, like, I think last time when I talked about the gas, some of you guys in California are already paying like $5 and some change for, you know, for gas, which is insane. Anyways, we're almost back at the town center, so we'll see you guys hopefully soon. You guys, as you can see, we were just chilling in the garage. I'm not a huge fan of being in the garage. I feel like it makes me really lazy, but there's no parking. Everybody's out here. The town center is a beautiful day. It's like 60 degrees or whatever, so I can't blame them. But we have our next order here from Fla Tea Break and Boba. I think it's like $7, maybe 3 miles. I'm just taking it because I'm realizing that a lot of the orders that I'm getting, hot garbage. Like, I think I haven't seen this many on a Saturday in a while. I'm gonna put some screenshots here for you guys. Some orders that are just never gonna get delivered, like $2.75, going like 9 miles or whatever. A lot of orders that honestly make no sense. Like, I feel like if I was a customer ordering the food, Maybe they don't know where it's coming from or how far it's coming from. You guys can go ahead and cross. It's okay. But yeah, I mean, there's no way. Like, I don't know. I guess people are just assholes, for lack of a better term. Like, how can you order from so far away or from any restaurant and not tip anything? You know, like, you're just not gonna get your food. Anyways, we're about 4 minutes away from the pickup. We'll see you guys in a bit. Hey guys, we got the food picked up, and today is just one of these days. I get there, they tell me it's gonna be a few more minutes. I say no problem. Then I overhear them talk among themselves, and they're like, "We haven't even started that order. We're so behind. It's gonna be like 20 minutes." And I was like, "What?" What? In my mind, I'm like, man, I'm just having the worst luck today, because there were other orders that were ready to go, you know. So the girl says, yeah, it's, you know, we didn't see the ticket. It's gonna be a little bit. And I was like, you know what? I really thought, when she told me that, I really thought about unassigning. But it would be my third order that I unassigned today. And then when I clicked on it, it went from 94% to 91%. And then I was like, you know what? It's slow anyways. I'll just wait for it. It didn't take quite 20 minutes. It took more like 15, but it really felt like forever. Because it didn't make sense. There were people that were being seated after I arrived, and they were getting their orders first. So I don't know. But eventually they gave me the order. Now we're back on the road. We're not too far away, so you know, there's that. But yeah, we're not having the greatest day. At this point, if we hit 150, cool. And if we don't, it is what it is. I mean, realistically, we're having a pretty terrible day. But a lot of the things I would say are out of my control. You know, like people not having staff. Restaurants not having orders in the tablets, people forgetting things. You know, it just happened to all be happening at the same time today. It is what it is. We'll see you guys in the next one. Guys, so we get to the customer's house, right? It is leaving my door, so I'm getting out of the car. I'm about to leave it at their door, and then he comes out and just goes off. Hey, I ordered this food like 45 minutes ago. It's down the street. Like, what took you so long? We were doing all the deliveries. All this nonsense. And I was like, actually, I forgot about your order, so I ended up waiting for it. And then he was like, no, I saw that it was marked ready, waiting for the dasher. And I was like, I don't know what to tell you, sir, but I've been there for like 15 minutes waiting for this food. So I don't know what the app told you, but I'm telling you what they told me, and I waited for that food the entire time there. I told him, I was like, you know what, I wish I had another order that I did while waiting, but I didn't. You know, so I'm sorry it took so long. Here it is, you know. And I feel like he didn't really know what to say, so he just said, oh, okay, and then he like went inside. But, you know, it took a lot of, restraint to not just tell this dude to, like, you know, go F yourself kind of thing. And I didn't want to say that. I thought about it, though, but I didn't say it. Because, like, I was like, man, I get it. He doesn't know the kind of day that I'm having. I understand all that. But I was like, do you really think that I want to take longer than I need to complete an order? Like, we don't get paid hourly, my guy. Like, I want to get this done ASAP, you know, and jump onto the next order. But, you know, I mean, I could understand from the customer perspective. I know the restaurant is not too far away from his house. Maybe he has to be somewhere. Maybe he's hangry. I don't know. So many things, right? I mean, he did tip $7, so it went from $7 to $9.25. So thank you for that. But I did not appreciate him coming out and like basically accusing me of taking my sweet time, which is the complete opposite of what I want to do. But yeah, so anyways, guys, we're having one of these days, you know, that I feel like if anything else happens, I'm gonna have to end my dash because I'm not trying to, you know, get deactivated, you know. But sometimes people, you know, choose violence, and I don't want to be one of those people, you know, not today at least. Regardless, we're making our way back to the town center. It's 1:21 in the afternoon. We're sitting at 26:25. Bin dash is 11:30. So yeah, we'll see you guys on the next one. So doing a little quick stop here by the 7-Eleven. I need to get some liquid energy. And you know what's funny? You know what I should have told the guy? I was like, you know what, sir? I should have said, you know what, sir? My enemies were after me, so I was running around town with your order in my backseat. That's what I should have said. You should see his face. And if you guys don't know, that line is from the Tindler Swindler, when he goes, my enemies are after me, you need to give me money. And hey, I mean, it worked, right? So I guess you can't really fault the guy. But anyways, I'm pulling into the 7-Eleven right now. and we'll see you guys on the next order. Alrighty guys, after a quick little stop here at 7-Eleven, we have our next order. We just picked it up from Pollo Peru, $6.50, one whole chicken. The food was ready. Basically, the best order of the day so far because the food was ready. Anyways, we're about 4 minutes away. It's currently 1:45. Yikes. The clock is against us, but we're doing what we can. We'll see you guys on the next. Guys, today's the day that keeps on giving, right? So I get to the customer's house. First of all, kind of hard to find, but that's okay. You know, not his fault that Google Maps didn't recognize his house. So I get there, and right behind me, 2 other Dashers are pulling up at the same time. So of course, I didn't see them when I initially, pulled up. So I parked kind of crooked, I was taking up a lot of space because I wasn't going to be there any more than like 2 seconds, So I was plugging the charger. And of course, they're like, hey, are you moving or do you live here? Can I give you the food? And I was like, I'm just delivering an order, man. And he was like, oh, me too. And then the other guy was like, oh, me too. So it was just super funny. It kind of reminded me of the little Spider-Man meme where you're like, but yeah, so anyways, I guess the guy ordered a lot of stuff. I know that I had the Pollo Peru whole chicken. I know one of the guys had a 7-Eleven bag, so maybe they got some drinks or whatever, candy, I don't know. And the other guy, I don't know what he had because he was getting the bag out of his car, so I don't know. Anyways, $152 and we're sitting at $34. Let's keep it going. Alrighty guys, we just accepted our next order here. Would you guys take this? Let me put it into context, okay? It's $225. Last time we spoke was $152. It's basically been 30 minutes without doing anything. So when this order came in for Mookie's, I think it's showing 9 items, a $16 payout, and I want to say it's maybe 8 or 9 miles, I think. So I'm taking it because for one, we haven't done anything in 30 minutes. It's $16. It's pretty decent cash flow. It should not take me any more than 20 minutes to do the drop off, assuming the food is ready. But yeah. And also, it could always be more than $16, although I doubt it. But yeah, that's why I'm taking it. Would you guys have taken this order? I'm mainly taking it because of the cash flow and the fact that we've been sitting for way too long. So yeah, so hopefully the food is ready and we'll see you guys back on the road. Alrighty guys, the food was ready when we got there. We just got it dropped off, and I love being wrong sometimes. So I thought it was just gonna be $16. Well, I finished the order, swiped or whatever, hit the complete order thing after uploading the photo, and it had a $30 payout. So of course, I'm in disbelief. Even with that great order, we're only sitting at $64 with 17 cents, and it's almost 3 p.m. But it is what it is. I mean, I'm glad that, it went our way. It was a risk. Worst case scenario was going to be 16. And, best case scenario, I had no idea what it could be, and it became $30. So let's go. We'll see you guys in the next one. You guys, we're still making our way back to the town center, and like always, we're having some app issues. So out of nowhere, it signed me out. I signed back in. It signed me out again. I signed back in once again. So question for you guys, my iPhone peeps, do you guys have these problems? Because I do have an iPhone from work, an iPhone 11, I think. So I could download the Dasher app and try dashing like that and see if it's more of an Android versus iOS, or DoorDash is equally trashy on both. Let me know. Because I feel like at least once a day I'm foreclosing, the Dasher app stops working, it lags or it freezes, and it's super annoying at the most inconvenient times, Let me know. Again, we're still making our way back to the town center, so we'll see you guys on the next one. Alrighty guys, so it's been a while since we last checked in, so basically we made it back to the town center, did a little bit of waiting, and we got this order here from the counter, $6.25. It was going less than a mile within the town center. We picked that up, dropped that off, and my head just started pounding. I don't know what was up with me. I drank some water. I took a 25-minute nap. I, resumed my dash. I felt a lot better. The only problem was that the dash was just as slow as before. So once we resumed our dash, did a little bit of waiting until we got this order here from Chipotle, $6.25. We just picked it up, less than 3 miles. So yeah, so after this we'll be around $80. It's currently 4:30, so we're not doing so hot, when it comes to the dollar amount. But I think overall we're having a pretty decent day considering how slow it's been. So hopefully after this we get more orders, and the best thing about it is that I feel way better, because I don't know what happened. I don't know if maybe because I just haven't been dashing in a couple of days, so I'm not used to it. I don't know. Or maybe I was dehydrated. I don't know. But after drinking that water and just closing my eyes for like 25 minutes, I felt way better, way better. So anyways, let me get this dropped off, and we'll see you guys back on the road. Alright guys, so we got the order from Chipotle dropped off. We made it back to the town center. We parked, and then we've been declining a bunch of garbage. Today's probably like, hot garbage Saturday or something. I don't know. But it's almost like DoorDash is trying to like demoralize me with like all this crappy orders. But no, it's not gonna work. I'm not doing it. I'm not gonna take any of these trash offers. So after a bunch of declining, we got this one right here from North Italia, $6.25. I think it's like less than 2.5 miles. The food was ready, and now we're only 5 minutes away. It's currently 5 o'clock, so we got 2.5 hours left to hopefully do 150. I mean, we're currently sitting at $82, so you know, it's not gonna be easy, but I still think it's possible. Let's go, guys. So we got the order dropped off. It became $8.75, and now we're sitting at $90 for 92 cents. We need $60 more to hit the goal. We're going till 7:30. It's 5:15 right now, so we got basically 2.5 hours left of that. Well, not 2.5. No, not 2.5. 2 hours and 15 minutes left of dashable time. We do have our next order here from Chick-fil-A, showing a $6.25 payout, less than a mile. Gotta love these type of orders. So yeah. Anyways, I just parked here at Chick-fil-A. Hopefully the food is ready. But yeah, I mean, I don't think it's unreasonable. I still think we could make it. I mean, we just need $60 more in 2 hours and 15 minutes. So it's not like crazy, you know, but it's also kind of hard. So hopefully the food is ready, and we'll see you guys in a bit. Alrighty, guys, we got the food picked up here from Chick-fil-A, and I want to call this a no tip, no trip Saturday, because I think I've declined right now at 5:25 over 150 orders. I'm gonna take a screenshot here. I think I have time. Yeah, I'm gonna take a screenshot right now so you guys know how many orders I've declined here. So you can see we're not having the greatest day when you look at the hourly wage at the moment. Currently sitting at $14.90, but I think it will get better. But yeah, I've declined 154 orders today so far, and I'm telling you, that's garbage. Like, I'm taking decent orders here. I'm not taking no like unicorns, or I'm not cherry picking like, you know, like that. I'm taking just decent orders. So the amount of garbage the DoorDash is just raining down on my zone right now. No wonder I haven't seen any of the usual drivers. They probably all went home. So we dropped it off and it became $7.25. And then we have our next order here from Fintai, paying $5.75, but it's going less than a mile. I gotta take it, you know? I gotta take it. But yeah, so we're basically already pulling into Fintai because it's in the same shopping center as Chick-fil-A. So basically, you know, it's a win-win, really. After this, we'll be definitely over that $100 threshold, which is, you know, once I hit the first 100, sometimes for me, that's like the hardest benchmark to hit, the first 100. And after that, I feel like it's easier. I know it's all in my head, but that's just how I feel sometimes. So hopefully the food is ready. Alrighty, guys, we just picked up the order here, and it has, it's 902 feet away from the restaurant. Which is insane. It's probably gonna take me longer to like find the apartment, because there's an apartment complex right next to, you know, the shopping center here, and it doesn't make any sense. I don't know who designs these places. I don't know who decides what layout they're gonna use, but some of these places don't make any sense. So again, it's probably gonna take me longer to find the place than it took me to pick up the food and drive it here. But yeah, so we'll see you guys in the next one. Alrighty, guys, we just got the order dropped off, and then right away we're going back to Fintai. We were just there, also showing $6.25. I think it's like less than 3 miles. I'm just happy I'm doing decent orders back to back to back. That hasn't happened all day today. So yeah, so no. And then when I was at Fintai, there were a bunch of orders that were ready. So she asked me which one I had earlier, and I told her the customer name. She's like, oh, okay. So I'm pretty sure there's a good possibility that this order might be ready. So whew, sorry, there's a lot of walking. I thought I parked closer than what I did, and then when I realized I didn't, I was like, whoa, I'm kind of far. But you know, I was already walking at that point, so it is what it is. And I just realized there was a Subway here that just closed out of nowhere. I was here like last week, I think. And now it's all of a sudden everything is boarded up and the Subway sign is gone. So rest in peace, Subway. But then again, you know, they're not really that great. At least they're not basically in my area. I don't really think people crave Subway like that, I don't think. But anyways, we're pulling back into Fintai, so we'll see you guys in a bit. Guys, so when we were at Fintai, we got a stack offer, an additional 6 items, less than a mile for $6 more. Of course, we jumped on it, and the food was ready, which is even better. We just got that one dropped off. It became, I think, $7.25 or $7.50. Now we're going on our way to the second drop off, and then the lady told me they have plenty of orders there that I guess she can dispatch them or whatever. So I think Fintai is going to be popping today. I mean, the last 25 minutes or so have been the busiest I've been all day. Super thankful. Let's keep it going. Let's go, guys. And just like that, we got both orders dropped off, and now we're basically sitting at $120. So my Dash went from basically dead to out of nowhere. We got orders back to back to back to back. So hey, I'm here for it. Hopefully it keeps up. I'm about to make my way back to Fintai just in case we might get something along the way. I'm actually close to the other Fintai as well, but I'd rather go to the one near the town center because that's kind of like where I like to stay at. But yeah, hopefully you know, it stays busy. But again, the goal is 150. Now we're sitting at 120, and all of a sudden is way more, you know, doable and realistic. It's currently 6:05, so we got basically an hour and a half, really, an hour and 25 minutes to do $30 more. Can we do it? Absolutely. Let's go, guys. As we were passing Fintai, we got these two orders here from the Bento House showing a $17 payout. I think it's like 9 miles, maybe 7 miles. I'm jumping on it because of the cash flow and the fact that I'm pretty sure both orders are ready because I got texts. I got 2 texts saying orders were ready, so I'm assuming that means that the food is ready. Because if the food is ready, then I can knock this out in 20 minutes. And that would be $17 more guaranteed, at least, you know, but it could always be more. So we're only like 2 minutes away from the Bento House. I'm hoping that the food is ready. Let's go. Guys, the food was ready. We just picked up both orders. I'm not really expecting anything on top of this because both orders are tiny. Then again, they could be expensive. I don't know. I couldn't see the, what's it called? The subtotal. So, but you know, it is what it is. The first one is only 5 minutes away, so that's not so bad. If I can knock these out in like 20 minutes, 2 orders in 20 minutes, $17, hey, no problem, no problem. Sometimes that's even a bigger factor for me than, you know, if it's gonna be a big tip or whatever. Like if I can drop something off in like 10 or even less than 10 minutes or 12 minutes, something super short, I mean from pickup to drop off, that sometimes to me is more important, you know, because then you can do more orders per hour as opposed to me doing just one order and it'll take me 40 minutes or whatever, you know, if that makes any type of sense. So hopefully we can get a couple more orders after this so we can surpass the goal of 150. Again, we're going until 7:30, so basically we have a little more than an hour. Let's go. Alrighty guys, we got the first one dropped off and they got me. And what I mean by that is we just delivered to a non-tipper. $5.50 base pay. No tip. Sheesh, if I would have seen that, I would have unassigned that one, to be honest. But they got me. I thought $5.50 they at least tipped something. Nope, they didn't. So yeah, they're just, you know, it's that kind of day we're having where we've declined over, I think at this point, over 155 orders. We've only accepted what, like maybe 11, 12. But yeah, again, I don't even know what to say. I feel cheap. I feel cheap. I feel like I just gave someone their food and they didn't value, you know, my time. It's fine. I mean, they got me. You know, the one person that got lucky with the fact that Doordash just threw a $5.50 base pay, maybe they've been waiting for a long time. Who knows? Regardless, it is what it is. Now we have a 10-minute drive to the second drop off, and that one is showing, let me see here, it's showing 11.50. Okay, 11.50. So now I highly doubt this is all gonna be base pay, you know. So I think it's gonna stay at $17. But if it goes up a little bit, we'll take it. So we'll see you guys in a bit. Guys, we got both orders dropped off. The second one ended up having a $13.50 payout, which means I think it was $19 for both orders. So now we're sitting around, if I'm not mistaken, $138 with some change, which is basically $12 away from the goal of 150. It's currently 6:45. It'll take me about 15 minutes to get back to the town center, but maybe 10 to get back into my zone. So hopefully we'll get something. But I'm kind of speechless, to be honest. I did not think we were gonna be able to hit the goal, but I'm glad that I was wrong yet again today. So let's go. Alrighty guys, so we've basically been back in my area for the last 5-6 minutes or so, and I have not gotten anything. It's 7 o'clock, so we still got plenty of time, I think, to at least do one more order. Again, we're sitting at $138 with 17 cents at 7 o'clock on the dot. So we got half an hour right now to do basically $12 more. Can we do it? I really hope so. I mean, I really want to, but I'm not gonna take any, for lack of a better term, dumb, stupid orders, you know? So anyways, we'll see you guys in a bit. Guys, we just picked up our last orders, and I mean orders, plural, stack offer, from Noodles and Company and Total Wine. Now, I'm pretty sure that most of this order is being carried by Total Wine, right? Because I think that one had a $9.25 for the payout, and the rest is like $5.50 from losing company. And I'm not gonna lie, I was gonna unassign, and I click on the button to unassign, and it was like it's gonna bring down your completion rating to like 92%. And I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna go ahead and just swallow my pride and hope that this is not all base pay. It cannot happen 2 times on the same shift, right? Getting another no tip order like that, I don't know. Anyways, we picked up both orders. We're on the road. We should drop these off right around 7:30 and finish above 150. Let's go. Alrighty, guys, we got both orders dropped off, and the one that I was afraid that wasn't gonna have a tip did have a tip, a small tip, but it's just Doordash being cheap with the base pay. If not, it would have been a $6 order. So, you know, I'm okay with that. Then the second order, that one from Total Wine, man, the problem with that was every time I would scan her ID, my app kept crashing, you know? So I told the lady, please bear with me. Let me restart my phone. That's the easiest fix I know. Restarted my phone, then it worked. She was super nice. So yeah, we got both of them dropped off. Now we're gonna finish today's dash at $152 with like 92 cents, I think, which is pretty decent considering how slow it was earlier. Yeah, basically, I think it's actually almost a miracle, I'd say. We ended up doing 16 orders. We declined 168 orders. That's a lot. It's a lot of declining. I mean, there's just a lot of garbage out there today, you know? I feel like you guys need to stay strong. Don't settle for all these BS orders that DoorDash and all the other apps are going to send you. Always do your due diligence with every single order, you know? Look at the item, see where it's coming from, where it's going, the payout. You know, you guys know. I mean, you guys know. I feel like most people do know, but hey, a refresher never hurts, right? I mean, I do it every single time. Sometimes I'm wrong in a good way. You know, like the one from Mookie's today. I did not think it was gonna have more on top, but it ended up being like $30, you know? Other times I'm thinking, hey, this is gonna be a banger. Next thing you know, it's not a banger. You know, but those are far and few in between. I feel for the most part, if you guys know your market and your restaurants and even the people that work there sometimes, then that can give you a lot of info on what to take and what not to take, you know? But yeah, thank you guys so much for coming along. Again, thank you so much for you guys' thoughts and prayers. It really means a lot. Thank you for being part of my little community that we're slowly building. We have almost 1,300 subscribers. It's insane. I can't even believe how fast I feel like I'm growing. So thank you all so much. We'll see you guys next time. Peace.